The aircraft was a metal tube humming through an ocean of blackness, the only light coming from the green glow of the instrument panel. Rookie Ben Carter wore the standard uniform, but beneath the starched collar and polite smile, a secret thrummed. His hands, steady on the yoke, had a different history than just guiding aircraft. Ben didn't choose the red-eye shifts because he hated the dawn. He chose them because of the isolating darkness they offered. The captain, a genial man named Dave, was already asleep, head against the side window. A light blanket pulled up to his chin. The cabin behind them was silent, the passengers in the deep, artificial sleep of 12,000 feet. The world outside the reinforced glass was a void. Perfect. He looked at his reflection in the darkened window. There was no monster there, only a tired man with a faint scar above his eyebrow. The scar was a souvenir from the very first time. He'd been sloppy then, in his teens, driven by a raw impulse he barely understood. Now he was precise, a professional in every sense of the word. He loved this job for its structure, its rigid rules, its guarantee of a destination. But he also loved the freedom it afforded, the absolute trust people placed in those two men in the cockpit. Who would ever suspect a co-pilot? They were the good guys, the first responders of the sky. Ben reached into the small compartment on his side of the console. His fingers brushed against the cool, hard plastic of a small nondescript case. Inside, tucked away beneath maintenance logs and a spare pair of sunglasses, were his tools. Nothing dramatic. Small, sterile, effective. The kind of items you could buy at any pharmacy if you knew what to look for. A memory flashed. The scent of gardenias and wet earth, the soft thud of a shovel. Another. The sterile smell of a hotel room he had wiped clean with meticulous care. The do not disturb sign still hanging on the knob. Each time a puzzle solved, a craving sated, a return to the sterile normalcy of flight paths and approach vectors. He was good at compartmentalizing. The monster stayed in the box when the fasten seatbelts sign was on. But now, in the quiet dark, the edges of the box were blurring. Dave snorted in his sleep, a harmless human sound. Ben looked at him, then back out the window. The plane began its slow descent into Seattle-Tacoma. The world was coming back to life below, a slow blossoming of city lights. Ben put his hand back on the yoke. The craving was a low hum now, a background noise he was accustomed to. He would land the plane, go to his hotel, and wait. Another city, another chance. The uniform was the best camouflage in the world, and the night sky was his silent accomplice. The passengers would disembark, oblivious, moving on with their lives, and Ben, the silent protector of the skies, would move on with his dark work. He smiled faintly as the wheels touched down, the monster safely in its box for now.